Whether you're looking to create the next big thing or just something new for yourself, it can be really hard to start. So how should you begin? Hey, thanks for joining me here on Career Ending Opportunities. I'm Simon Knapp, and every week we look for ways to change career, find a new job, or start a new business. Ultimately, we're looking to find personal and financial fulfillment in everything that we do. So today I wanted to talk to you about how to get started, specifically if you're looking to start a new business or a small side hustle, because the business world is littered with companies that were started as I wonder if we can make a business out of this. So how exactly can you find that next opportunity? How can you start as a solopreneur or as a team of small entrepreneurs? Well, one thing I've learned releasing applications over the years is that you really can't sell features. Your business simply can't be the Uber for X, it needs to solve a problem. Because in all honesty, at least in the initial stages, your customers, clients, and press genuinely won't care about you. And why should they? People are bombarded by ads online and offline at every turn, so why should they take time out of their day to trust your startup? The key, in my opinion, is to find a problem or a pain point, something that distresses your customer, and sell them a solution. Because everybody wants to make life easier, make every process quicker and more efficient, so you need to be telling someone how you can solve a problem that they have. I should say that I currently have a handful of apps in the App Store and they trickle in income throughout the year. One of those apps, for example, is a pilot's pension planning app, which is harder to say 3 times quickly than you would think. Pilot's pension planning app, pilot's pension planning app, pilot's pension planning app. And even though most big airlines have defined pay scales, it can be really hard to calculate what you will retire with in your pension fund. Now, before we started this project, my best mate and I were sat there and he was having to explain all of the ins and outs of pensions to me, how making a small amount extra payment each month can make a big change at the end. And we're having to talk through all the numbers. And we were both sat there and thought, I wonder if we could sell this service. I wonder if we could make something, rather than the Excel spreadsheet we were working on, I wonder if we could make something that is useful to people. So we spent about 6 months working on a fairly complicated algorithm and putting it all together, covering all of the obvious career moves, and then we put it up for sale. Now the market's quite small, there are only so many flight crew and so many companies that we could work with directly, and we didn't want to exploit our colleagues, so it's never gonna make us billionaires or millionaires. Well, 100,000-aires. But it's definitely an example of where we found a pain point or a problem, something stressing a customer, and we created a saleable solution. And the best part about starting a small business or a side hustle whilst you're currently employed is that you can often see the pain points and problems within your own industry far better than someone could ever see them from the outside. Your boss could literally hand you your next opportunity and your next job or your next product by revealing a pain point or something that is a bottleneck within your current workflow. And you never know, that boss that you don't like could ultimately become someone that's dependent on your services as a customer rather than as employer, which is kind of fun to think about. So is there something at work that always grinds your gears? Is there something on your commute that you find frustrating, that is a clear bottleneck and something that you could solve? And remember, there are tons of accidental inventions out there, from post-it notes to vulcanized rubber. Sometimes sheer dumb luck comes into play, and you can find a product that you can build and sell by accident. So in my eyes, once you have this idea, it's really important to do nothing about it for at least a couple of weeks. When you first have that billion-dollar idea, it's gonna seem flawless. You're not gonna be able to actually look at it and be subjective and really review the value of the proposition. So when Siri obliges and she gives me that reminder 2 weeks later, I often review the idea that I thought was gonna make Google look like an abject failure and realize it's critically flawed in almost as many ways as the ethics team at Facebook. So once you have the idea and once you have sat on it for a couple of weeks, the next thing to do is to take it to the market. And the best way to do market research when you're first starting out and you don't have a project to show anyone is to get a Google AdSense account and start looking at what people search for with regards to the idea that you have. For example, if you're looking to open a brick and mortar store, you can literally search for fish and chip shop Bolton. I have no idea why I paired those two, but you can see how many people are searching for those and what the competition is. So you can actually see if A, the product that you're considering already exists, but also if people are looking for it, and if they are, what solutions they're currently being offered by Google or the other search engine platforms. If you are looking for that next big thing, what ideas have you had so far? If it's something you're willing to disclose, stick it in the comments. If you got this far through the video and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. A like and a comment would be appreciated. And I'll speak to you again real soon. Bye-bye.